Here's the answer.
Are more expensive hearing aids really better? Yep. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Okay, yeah, there's a little more to the story than that, of course. Hi, my name's Keith Howe. I'm the owner here at Here's the Answer in the Dalles. When it comes to hearing aids, prices, and what you get for your money, there's a lot of confusion out there. And so the point of this video is to help you understand what you're getting, kind of help you maybe dial in your best bang for your buck as you're trying to order new hearing aids potentially. When manufacturers come up with hearing aids, you're going to see, they might have 4 hearing aids. That brand has 4, that one has 5, etc. down the list. Here's why I said this is what the manufacturers don't necessarily want you to know. There is one hearing aid at a time from each hearing aid company. And what they do based off that one product is they make it as good as they can because they want to be the best. And then based off that, they will strip away features to create an entire product line, all of them based off that premium level product. For example, I like to compare buying a new car to buying hearing aids because you've obviously bought a new car by this point. If you were to say buy a Toyota Highlander and you said, well, how much will that be? Your car person would be like, what package level do you want? So when people walk into my office and say, well, how much is a hearing aid? I'm like, what package level do you want? Just like that car, if you're buying a Highlander, I think most people would agree that's a well-made vehicle. It can last you for a very long time. And whether you bought a bare bone basic or a fully loaded, you're getting a quality vehicle. When you buy any of the 7 major hearing aid companies, whether you buy their starting level or their premium level, you're getting a quality hearing aid. But higher end hearing aids have more features than their starting level ones. Just like the car, if you want the adaptive cruise control, blind side monitoring, heated seats, you don't need any of those things to drive. But it's really nice when you have them. It certainly makes the quality drive a lot better. And when you have higher end hearing aid features, it makes your quality of life better because you can actually buy quality of life when it comes to hearing aids. What I'm going to do now is try to show you visually a little how the hearing aids work differently. So if we look at this first spot here, this is an essential level hearing aid. In the restaurant, you're pretty well picking up the entire restaurant. When we go down to a basic level hearing aid, well, now that restaurant shrinks a little bit is the idea. I've had patients try out all 4 levels of technology, and this is the info they've relayed to me that I'm relaying to you. So the better product you buy, it feels like the restaurant is shrinking, allowing you to have the stuff at your table stand out more so than the rest of the restaurant. When we go to the advanced level here, shrinks again a little bit more. And then now we go to the premium. You see now it has the specific beams. That's kind of the newer idea that a lot of the hearing aid companies are coming out with, where here's a voice here, boom, beam for that. Here's the voice there, beam spot for that, versus picking up the murmur of the whole room. Now I want to be very clear, you're still going to hear murmur in a restaurant, background noise, it doesn't go away. But if this is, it absolutely lowers it. So you can hear the voices more so over the murmur of the restaurant. I want to transition now and talk a little bit about the hearing aid features as we go from high-end hearing aids to starting level hearing aids. All of the brands work very similar to this, and I'm going to use one brand's number specifically. I'm not going to call out the brand. They're one of the main top hearing aid companies out there, but they gave me some very specific numbers, and that's what I want to kind of relay to you. When we're in the premium level product, the background noise program is working at 100% capacity. That does not mean it's taking away 100% of the background noise. What it means is it's doing as much as the software can possibly do to reduce the background noise. Now, when we step down a level of technology, and I can't speak for other offices, but in my office, there's $1,000 between each level of technology when we're talking to para hearing aids. That 100% effectiveness drops all the way down to 60% right away. Well, that's a lot to lose right away. And that's still a very expensive set of hearing aids. But 60% is still going to help you a lot. There's still excellent high quality hearing aids. Now when we step down to a basic or standard level hearing aids, we're down another $1,000 from that. This particular brand kept it at 60% effectiveness for the background noise. So my question to them was, well, why would I sell a more expensive product if the one that's a little cheaper will do pretty much the same thing? And the answer I got from them was, in their particular case, anything over 90 decibels can kind of start to get distorted in their basic or economy level product. 90 decibels is actually pretty easy to hit. If you're watching a movie, listening to music in a restaurant, you could absolutely hit 90 decibels pretty easily. So any of you audiophiles would not want a basic or standard level product. But for the average person, if I can save you $1,000 and still get you a really great set of hearing aids, personally, that's what I'm looking to do. And then we have our economy level hearing aid or the essential line. That's now down at 40% effectiveness compared to the premium and background noise. So what does that show us? That you can buy better stuff for background noise. But if you're at home almost all the time and you rarely go out to restaurants, you don't need to buy all that other stuff. You can buy an essential line hearing aid and still get excellent sound quality. And for most people in a quiet room, you're really not going to tell much difference between the products. So as we're looking through the whole lineup here, you know, what's right for you? It's your lifestyle, and then, yeah, it's your pocketbook is the other part of it. Because as I mentioned, you really do get to buy your quality of life when it comes to hearing aids. Right or wrong, this is simply how the market is created. When you come here, I'm not trying to push you in any direction. I do cheat though. I only sell good quality hearing aids. You're not getting any Joe Namath hearing aids in my office. Sorry. You're only going to get quality if you come here. And I don't care what you get. If you're happy, I'm happy. I'm going to try to find a hearing aid that works for you, your lifestyle, and your pocketbook at the end of the day. If you have any further questions, just give us a call, make an appointment. I'm happy to go over all of this in person. If I have a hearing test, I can get real specifics with you, going over what this brand can do and that brand can do, because there's a lot of products out there. And my job is to find the right product for you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you still have any more questions, please give us a call. We're here for the service after the sale. Remember, like, subscribe, and hit the button for notifications.
Hearing aids for life, here's the answer. Yeah.